The case of Cotton the lamb is very special to us because we had an incredibly short window of time to take action, and that window was getting shorter minute by minute. But to understand Cotton's case, you need to understand the 4-H program. 4-H is a youth development organization in the United States that, among other things, has livestock training programs for kids.
They get them newborn, they bottle feed them, they name them.
But at the conclusion of this program, that child is forced to give the animal up at a terminal auction, meaning there's no choice but for that animal to be slaughtered.
$2.50 a pound.
And that's when the kids fall apart. 14-year-old kids, 5-year-old kids, it doesn't matter, they all melt down. Dads are like carrying them out of there. My boss, Diane Warren, bumped into a little boy with a little lamb up in Solvang. He said to her, "They're gonna kill my lamb." So Diane said, "I'll save your lamb, give me your phone number," which he did.
She promised to intervene.
Diane offered him a lot of money to save the lamb.
She called his parents.
The father had said, "No, he needs to learn a lesson. We're not gonna save the lamb."
Diane bid on Cotton at the auction, but the fair refused to let Cotton go alive.
So we came up with every way that there was to get Cotton out of there.
And instead sent Cotton to a slaughterhouse.
We said, what are we gonna do?
We got the call Sunday asking if there's anything to be done.
We were basically crying and we said, there's nothing we can do. And he says, there's one thing I can try. He goes, probably get laughed out of the courthouse, it's probably not gonna happen, but I could try.
A very small chance of success on these sorts of motions.
We didn't know what slaughterhouse he was headed for.
We actually had someone tail the slaughter truck the whole night.
That morning, we showed up to court on an emergency basis requesting a temporary restraining order preventing any harm to Cotton, who by then we knew was already inside of the slaughterhouse.
They usually start killing the lambs that come in about 8 o'clock. And court opened at 8 o'clock. They told me I was late for filing, and I was like, file it anyway.
The judge took a break, went to his chambers.
As he was leaving the bench, I was, asked, can you please hear this?
Ryan stopped and said, no, you have to hear this, you have to hear this. And they did.
Argued for the TRO, and while we were arguing it, we didn't even know if Cotton was alive.
We don't know if Cotton's been slaughtered.
He left the bench, took the papers, went back into chambers.
We were all extremely nervous because the chances were slim to none.
The clerk came out, handed me an order and said, your temporary restraining order is granted.
The judge connected, and I believe it's partially because of Ryan's conviction.
We ran out of the courthouse, we got on the phone with the slaughterhouse, and we asked, where is Cotton?
They didn't know who Cotton was.
Because of course, to the slaughterhouse, Cotton's a number, not an individual.
They actually resisted. They said, no, we have to kill him. No, you don't understand. You literally can't. It's illegal. There's a court order saying you can't kill him. At this point, it's almost 9:30.
We were put on hold.
They put us on hold to go see if Cotton was still alive.
The minutes that passed on hold felt like an eternity.
They came back and said, yeah, he's here.
Cotton is still alive.
And that's why he's here.
This was truly Cotton's lucky day. He now lives on an incredible rescue property in Southern California with his girlfriend Cookie. He has all the space and love that he needs, and he's free to live his life in full.
They stepped in and fought for Cotton and won against all odds.
We had a legal theory that I thought would have stopped his killing, and it did.
If you'd like to hear more about our work, check us out at advancinglawforanimals.org. You can also find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Because let's face it, animals need lawyers. We're a new legal advocacy organization, but we're 5 for 5 on our victories, and we're just getting started.